It's 2 a.m. and you're staring at the ceiling. Your phone is face down. Your eyes are wide open. Your brain will not stop talking. You assume this is a modern problem, a side effect of screens and stress and coffee at 4 p.m. But the real answer is far stranger. Your ancestors lay awake too, under open sky, with no roof, no lock on the door, and no light switch to make the dark go away. And the way they handled it built the very brain that is keeping you up right now. Start with the obvious question. Why do you sleep at all? Sleep looks like weakness. For hours, you are blind, deaf to most sounds, and completely unable to run. To a predator, a sleeping human is an easy meal. Evolution does not usually keep something this dangerous around unless it is doing something essential. And it is. Sleep is when your brain clears out metabolic waste. A process researcher, Mike Nedegard at the University of Rochester, helped uncover through what she named the glymphatic system. Think of it as a nightly power wash for your skull. Fluid flows through brain tissue and flushes out the cellular debris built up during the day. Skip this, night after night, and that debris starts to resemble the plaques found in Alzheimer's disease. So sleep is not optional downtime, it is maintenance. Which makes the next fact even stranger. For most of human history, nobody slept in one long block. Historian Roger Ekirch spent years combing through diaries, court records, and medical texts from before the industrial era. What he found was a pattern nobody expected. People went to bed shortly after dark, slept for a few hours, woke naturally in the middle of the night for a stretch of 1 to 2 hours, and then fell into a second sleep until dawn. They had a name for that middle window. First sleep, second sleep. And the time in between wasn't wasted. People prayed. They talked with a partner in bed. They visited neighbors. Some got up and worked. Some had sex. It was such a normal part of life that writers referenced it the way you'd reference lunch. Then, gas lighting arrived. Then, electric light. Suddenly, the night could be pushed back, compressed, and edited down. Biphasic sleep collapsed into a single block, and the quiet waking hour in the middle vanished from cultural memory almost completely. Here's the twist. Your body may not have gotten the memo. Sleep researcher Thomas Wehr ran an experiment in the early 1990s where he took a group of volunteers and put them in near total darkness for 14 hours a night, mimicking the length of a natural winter night with no artificial light. Within weeks, without being told to do anything in particular, their sleep split. First sleep, a waking period, second sleep. The exact pattern Ekirch found in the archives, so the eyes-open, mind-wandering wake-up you dread at 3 a.m. might not be insomnia at all. It might be your biology reaching for a rhythm it was built to follow in a world that no longer allows it. What's striking is how fast the pattern appeared in Wehr's volunteers. These were modern people, raised entirely on electric light and 8-hour nights, with no memory of first sleep or second sleep. Nobody coached them into splitting their sleep. Extend the night back to something closer to what a body experiences in a world without light bulbs, and the old pattern surfaces on its own, like a habit the body never actually forgot, just one it had been prevented from expressing. During that waking window, Wehr's subjects reported something else unexpected. A state of calm alertness, closer to meditation than to anxiety. Blood tests taken during the study showed elevated levels of prolactin, a hormone associated with feelings of contentment during the quiet waking period between the two sleep phases. In other words, this middle-of-the-night window wasn't just neutral. For bodies given the chance to experience it properly, it felt good. Think about what that means for how you've judged yourself. You've probably called those wake-ups a disorder. You've probably reached for an app that promises 8 uninterrupted hours, as if anything less is damage. But 8 unbroken hours is a fairly recent invention. It rose alongside the factory clock, the 9 to 5, and the idea that a body should function like a machine with a single off setting. Before that, a full night wasn't 1 block. It was 2 blocks with a doorway in the middle. Why would evolution build in a doorway like that? One idea, discussed by sleep scientists studying ancestral sleep architecture, is that a natural break in the night gave early humans a built-in safety check. A brief waking window meant someone somewhere in the group was alert enough to notice smoke, a sound, a shift in the wind, or a predator's approach, even deep into the night. A species that never fully checks its surroundings for 8 straight hours is a species more likely to get caught off guard. Now go back further. Long before diary, goodbye for today, see you in the next one.